sobra na ang laki ng ibinaba ng budget ng opisina ng Office of the Vice President. Despite the drastic reductions for
Madam Speaker,
Majority Leader.
may we request that the Honorable Ungab stick to the motion to appeal the ruling of the sponsor rather than have an explanation.
Yes, Madam Speaker. The budget of the OVP has been deducted 2 times already in 2024 and 2025, and another reduction in 2026 with really, I would say, cripple the office. Only 2/3 of the original budget has been left. So I move to, I would like to appeal the decision of the chair, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, there being an appeal
to the budget of the Office of the Vice President in the form of a reduction from 889.24 million to its 2025 level of 733.2 million, representing a reduction of 156 million or 17.5%. This is found in House Gab Volume 1A, page 2, line 19. Madam Speaker, Madam Sponsor, may I briefly explain my proposed amendment? Every peso in this budget is the people's money. And when we demand accountability, we do so not out of hostility, but out of duty. Duty to the Constitution, duty to the people, and duty to the truth. Let me then again put this on record. VP Sara Duterte's repeated refusal to face this chamber is an insult. It spits on the duty of accountability. While she clings to millions in public funds, she refuses to explain. This is arrogance. Para tayong mga magulang na tinatabig at sinisigawan ng anak na tumatangging magpaliwanag kung saan napunta ang baon. Kahangalan ang magsabi na aksidente lamang ito o resulta ng pagkakamali. Malinaw na pangmamaliit ito sa Kongreso at sa taong bayan. Sa madaling salita po, paulit-ulit na tayong binabastos ng Vice Presidente. Congress holds the purse, and when a child squanders the family's money without answers, the remedy is clear. Bawasan ang baon hanggang matuto. Let me be clear. This reduction is discipline, not demolition. Malayo ito sa ginawa ng kanyang ama na ginamit ng budget para pahirapan ng Commission on Human Rights, a constitutional body created to defend the powerless. What we do here is different. We call out entitlement. We confront arrogance. We demand respect. Public money is not a toy. Hindi ito pabuya na pinamimigay sa mga imbentong tao na may imbentong pangalan sa mga imbentong project. It is a trust. And until the Vice President learns respect, this House must act as the parent that disciplines a brat. Alam ko po that this move will generate varied reactions. It might even be exploited by certain camps to elicit sympathy for VP Sara. Diyan naman sila magaling kadramahan. Pero hindi pwedeng mangibabaw ang drama sa kung ano ang tama, sa kung ano ang makatwiran, at sa kung ano ang nararapat sa pagtatanggol sa dignidad ng institusyong ito at ng proseso ng pambansang budget. So Madam Speaker, Madam Sponsor, I respectfully but firmly propose the reduction of the budget of the Office of the President, Vice President, from 889.24 million to its 2025 level of 733.2 million. I so move. Maraming salamat po.
Madam
What
Speaker.
does the sponsor say? What does the sponsor say?
Madam Speaker, I move to suspend.
Session suspended. What does the sponsor say?
Madam Speaker, the committee accepts the proposed amendment subject to the following. First, we want to protect the interests of the personnel within the Office of the Vice President. So given that the current proposal of the Office of the Vice President reflects the salary increases of the said personnel, in compliance with the salary standardization law, we will ensure that the personal services will reflect that for the benefit of the employees of the Office of the Vice President. And second, we will also ensure that the final budget of the Office of the Vice President will be sufficient for the office to be able to perform its mandate. Sisiguraduhin po natin na hindi po maapektuhan ang pagganap ng Office of the Vice President sa tungkulin ng opisina sa kanilang budget para sa taong 2026.
Salamat po. Hindi naman talaga po maapektuhan. Kasi,
Majority Leader, what does the House say?
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Madam Speaker, I move to accept the proposed amendment.
There's a motion to approve the proposed amendment. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Okay.
Madam Speaker,
Majority Leader.
I move to recognize the Honorable Ungab.
The Honorable Sid
This
Ungab is
is
recognized.
Madam Speaker, thank you, Mr. Majority Leader. Thank you to the sponsoring chairman. This is an objection at the same time since the chair has ruled an appeal to the decision of the chair.
Majority Leader.
Not to decrease further the budget of the Office of the Vice President. Sobra na ang laki ng ibinaba ng budget ng opisina ng Office of the Vice President. Despite the drastic reductions for
Madam Speaker,
Majority Leader.
may we request that the Honorable Ungab stick to the motion to appeal the ruling of the sponsor rather than have an explanation.
Yes, Madam Speaker. The budget of the OVP has been deducted 2 times already in 2024 and 2025, and another reduction in 2026 with really, I would say, cripple the office. Only 2/3 of the original budget has been left. So I move to, I would like to appeal the decision of the chair, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, there being an appeal, Madam Speaker, there is an appeal to the ruling of the chair to reject the proposed amendment. I now move to divide the House. For the information of the body, an aye vote sustains the appeal and the nay vote defeats it. The majority kindly solicits a nay vote.
All those in favor to the appeal say aye. Aye. All those against say nay. Nay. The nays have it. The appeal is lost. Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, under the calendar of unfinished business, I move to resume consideration of House Bill number 4058 as contained in Committee Report number 7, and for this purpose, direct the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary is directed to read the title of House Bill number 4058.
House Bill number 4058, an act appropriating funds for the operation of the Government of Republic of the Philippines from January 1 to December 31, 2026.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, the parliamentary status of House Bill number 4058 is that it is in the period of amendments, and we have already adopted the committee amendments last Wednesday, the 8th of October 2025. I now move to recognize the sponsor of the bill, Representative Michaela Angela B. Swansing, Chairperson of the Committee on Appropriations.
Representative Swansing, Chairperson of the Committee on Appropriations, is recognized.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, and thank you very much to the Majority Leader. I am now open to deliberating on the amendments pertaining to the General Appropriations Bill.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, earlier we have distributed to the members copies of the substitute bill of House Bill number 4058. Madam Speaker, pursuant to Section 106 of our rules, I move to amend by substitution the entire bill as contained in Committee Report number 7 with the contents of the substitute bill earlier distributed to all the members. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Chair, this is not an objection. I just want to be clarified.
Majority Leader.
If the
Yes.
Majority Leader would
Madam
allow.
Speaker, I move to recognize the Honorable
The
Sid Ungab.
Again,
Honorable
this is
Sid
an
Ungab is
objection. I just
recognized.
want to be clarified because a substitute bill is actually a new bill. And if we look at our rules, consolidation and substitution are both considered the same. By way of substituting the new bill, are we not going to introduce a new bill? Because as per my experience at the committee level in the past, when there are about 2 or more bills related, they are consolidated into one and substituted. Well, in this case, if we substitute Now, during the period of amendment, will it not require a new procedure, a new process going back to debating?
Majority Leader, please
Yes.
respond.
Madam Speaker, to respond to the query of the gentleman from Davao, again, as previously mentioned, under Section 106 of our rules covering amendments, it says on the top of page 68, a motion by the Majority Leader to amend by substitution of the entire bill or joint resolution shall precede consideration of individual amendments to the bill or joint resolution under consideration.
Yes, I do accept that. As again, I am not objecting, but I just want to be clarified with the procedure, considering that it is a new bill. So I remember there was one instance in the past, in the reproductive health bill, that during the period of amendments, I remember there was one instance in the past. I am not objecting, but I just want to be clarified with the procedure, considering that it is a new bill. So I remember there was one instance in the past, in the reproductive health bill, that during the period of amendments, a substitute bill was introduced and it was accepted by the author, the late Honorable Lagman. But the new bill was also subjected to a new kind of debate. I'm just saying this and for just purposes of accepting the explanation. I'm just pointing out that a new bill will require another procedure. So I just hope that it will be addressed, Mr. Speaker.
Your comments duly noted. Majority Leader.
Yes, Madam Speaker, just to continue with the query of Kong Ungab, there were 7 instances in which this rule was used, particularly with the Create More Bill, the Cooperative Code, Maharlika Bill, Bayanihan Tahilas 1, Reproductive Health, the BARMM law, and the Train law, all of which were replaced by substitute bill.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just want to, because if our purpose is to replace the small committee procedure, then the purpose is for transparency. So this should be more transparent.
Madam Speaker,
Majority Leader.
with regards to that query, may I move that we request the sponsor, Kong Swan Singh, for her clarification.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The Honorable Swan Singh, you're recognized.
Madam Speaker, in terms of the procedure, so all the amendments that were incorporated into the second reading version of the General Appropriations Bill, which were circulated to the members earlier before the plenary session, were deliberated on by the Budget Amendments Review Subcommittee last October 8, 2025. So all of the whole deliberation was live streamed, and it lasted for around, I believe, 20 hours in total, including the first Budget Amendments Review Subcommittee. So in terms of transparency, we can vouch for that on the part of the Committee on Appropriations, as well as the Budget Amendments Review Subcommittee, that all of the amendments were deliberated on and are reflected in the second reading version, and there will be no other amendments that will be incorporated into the General Appropriations Bill after it is approved on second reading. So we can commit to our distinguished colleague, the Honorable Isidro Ungab, that all the amendments were deliberated on, that are accordingly reflected in the second reading version, and there will be no other amendments after the GAB is approved on second reading.
Thank you, Honorable Swan Singh. Majority